everyone. Thank you so much for joining in today's session. A huge shout out to all the subscribers who has been supporting me from the day one until now. So for those viewers who are viewing this for the first time, I need a huge favor to subscribe this channel, and I'll be interviewing a lot of professionals all around the world. So today we have a phenomenal speaker, again an international speaker all the way from UK. But before going into his journey and all of that, I want to just share a little bit about myself. So I'm Miss Lavanya from Malaysia. I am an ACCA tutor for Advanced Audit and Assurance and Audit and Assurance. Hi, sir. How are you doing?
I'm okay. Thank you very much for inviting. I was in before I started ACCA. I was in teaching, so I was teaching English language to people in different places. In Korea as well. I'm originally from South Korea, so I so. But then, in fact, maybe I can do a bit more challenging work. So I should do something else. So I don't know. So I taught in Dubai as well. I lived 1 year there as well. So I was teaching English there as well. I was crazy about teaching that time. Still I am, I think. But then I like maybe I need to teach to professionals and the business people. It's gonna be more fun than teaching just the school kids. So it's gonna be different. So then I just, okay, what should I do then? So I just, okay. So ACCA is something that's gonna equip me, make me fully prepared how to deal with the business challenges and how to get a thorough knowledge of business. So then I just started ACCA. I came to UK and I stayed here 4 years in Manchester University. So I studied ACCA regularly here. It was just my first experience with ACCA. Of course, it was tough. It wasn't easy. First 5-6 papers. So I just finished in just 2 rounds. Yes, first time I booked 4 papers. I just finished all of them. Then I booked 3 of them. I failed all of them. So I mean,
I totally understand.
you can understand, yeah. So okay, so what should I do though? So I had to change my plan then. Okay, my teacher here in UK, he said that instead of failing 3 papers, just pass one. That's a good strategy. So just go one by one, or just don't take more than 2 papers at a time. So maybe that's what all tutors they tell. Just go for one and pass.
Yeah.
Don't go for 4 and fail all. So that's better, I think. So then I just went one by one, and once I booked 2, and then just passed them. But as you go up, the ladder, so it becomes harder and harder all the way. But still, it took 4 years, I think, 4 and 5 years, I think, just to finish all papers, because it wasn't my background. So my graduation was in English literature and philosophy. So it was a bit harder for me. Of course, it was. So once I finished ACCA, so I went for my first internship with Next Year International. 3 months I did with EY, and then 4 or 5 months with Next Year International, Korea. So the first assignment that was in Thailand. So that was a forensic. Actually, I didn't know that. So they said it's just external audit. So I was with the audit team from that firm's auditors. So of course I was a trainee, but before that I had a bit of I just read a lot of books about forensic. I just like the field. So I was through some fraud investigation books, and so I knew the process, how it goes. You remember there's one chapter in ACCA as well.
Yeah.
Forensic accounting, I think it's in advanced
audit and assurance. Yeah, forensic assignment.
Advanced auditing assurance. Yeah. So of course, I just memorized that chapter already. So it was one of most favorite chapters. Yeah, how it goes. But of course, I wasn't clear what it gonna be like. In real life, how it's gonna be like that. So it was government, hospital, and college audit. So once we met them, the first meeting, the risk analysis, so in the planning meeting, so we were there. So we asked them, so what you exactly want? So they said, we wanna audit a lot of mismanagement and problems with accounts, so a lot of corruption, something say like that. So you want to investigate last 4 5 years financial statements. So and the all fully investigation. So I of course I wasn't senior, so I was with a senior supervisor. So I think they never gave a forensic audit before. I don't know. They were local CAs. So he said, okay, we will do your audit. But they say, we don't want audit, we want investigation. Then I just jumped in. So you want forensic audit, something like that. They said, yeah.
Okay.
That's what they wanted. But they were not familiar what it is, but they want just to thoroughly investigate all the issues, everything. Then the firm, they say, okay, if you know that, you just lead the assignment. So we're gonna give you 2 more juniors. So just do it. Okay, let's see that. It took us it became 4 months assignment because in no here the journey started, the first time. Of course, I had bit of interest already in forensics. So then it really just came up, this opportunity somehow. I mean, just from nowhere. It was not in plan, but it just came up. Becoming something accidentally something, and the destiny and God gives you the opportunity.
Exactly. Correct.
It's like that.
Yeah.
So we get that assignment, everything. It was challenging. They were not giving us all the data, all the records, all the files we needed. They were hiding the files and all the previous records and everything. They were hiding the people. Of course, there was a lot of mismanagement and misappropriation. That's what you want to call it. So, but it took us 4 months to investigate everything.
Okay.
But we did it. So that just strengthened my belief that this is what I can do. But I was a bit talkative because my background was from teaching, and I knew how to deal with the people. So I just did all that step by step, and we just gave the report. We don't know what happened later, but we submitted our report. So it went really well. That was just the beginning.
Okay.
So after that, then I started studying this field thoroughly and in more detail what exactly it is. But in all the books, I think I've been through maybe 500 books on forensic accounting, but they all look almost same. Yeah, just a bit of change. I think they all were copy pasted from each other, just with a bit of change like that. Maybe you understand. All accounting books are same.
Yeah,
just the writers are different. The contents are same. So I just wanted just a bit different way. I mean, just it should be some. I don't want to know what it is. I want to know how to do it.
Correct.
I mean, everyone knows. Yeah, how to be a good person. Okay, do this, but not how to become one like that practically. So that's why I just kept reading books, just as many I could. I just went through all the fraud investigation books, financial statement, fraud and financial statements, fraud and all the different areas. They all are scattered actually. So I just wanted to put into all of them into just one place, just join them. So, but it wasn't getting possible that time. So, but then I came to UK. So here it was entirely different. The way in Korea, it was like we work with insurance companies because people they apply for fake insurance claim. They burn their own company and then they apply for insurance money.
Makes sense. Yeah.
And the thing was, in Korea, people are bit educated and very clever. So they, let's say, I'm just coming to the different. Okay, I think that's what my background, how it all started. So we can proceed with further questions. Maybe then I will just share how it's different. Yeah.
Can, sir. So my very first question is, what is the difference between forensic auditing and forensic accounting? I think many students out there get very confused and they kind of like mix things up. So yeah, briefly explain to us the difference between that.
I think before I answer this, that's the same confusion for everyone. But let's just, I think I would like to clear with difference between forensic accounting or forensic audit and the statutory audit that we call external audit.
Okay. Yeah.
I think that will be a good starting point just to
Sure,
understand all this. Yeah, so for the external audit, to be an external auditor, you have to be a CA or someone. But here, it's not 100%, but let's say 80%. You don't have to be a CA to be a forensic auditor or fraud investigator. These two areas again different. Some people think forensic accountant is a fraud investigator, but they are still again different here. A lot of confusion here. So then just go for external audit. We set the scope or something, but here you have to investigate everything, all the records and all the books in forensic accounting. In external audit, you have set guidelines for that. But here in forensic accounting, you can't tell the timing, how long it's gonna take, because you need evidence. Forensic mean you need evidence for everything. So I would like to go back again to the original word. The word forensic or forensics, or forensics, we all know that. The word mean it's in a panel, like a judge, and in front of jury. Forensics mean jury, the gathering of people, and a person comes, okay, this person did this crime, so he is guilty, someone says. So a lot of people sitting and watching that person, and he comes in front of jury. Yeah, I swear to God, I haven't done that. So this is called forensics, actually.
Okay.
So the word forensic came from here, actually, coming in front of jury. So the forensic accounting actually is you have to bring the issue in front of court. You have to provide the evidence. Yes, I have checked all the accounting records. I have checked everything, all invoices, everything. Yes, there is a fraud. There are fake documents. And so I testify that the fraud has happened. So this is the quantification of fraud. So this much fraud has happened. So you testify. That's called forensic accounting, actually.
Okay.
Forensic auditor is one who goes to the court. So he testifies. So that's forensics, actually.
Amazing is it, sir. Thank you so much.
So I mean you have to go there because people hire. There is in this. Now I'm going back to the same case of hospital.
Okay.
So we went there. So now I will differentiate between external audit and forensic accounting. Okay. So we asked them. So these are the transactions, your income statement and balance sheet. Okay. Now it will be easy. So these are the travel expenses. What I did there. Okay. So I picked 8,000 or 9,000 travel expenses. I asked them, where are the invoices? The guy with me, he was a CA and he was external auditor. So he checked the invoices and he said, yeah, they're fine. We've got the invoices. So external auditor, they're happy with the invoices. But I said, no, I don't know the invoices are real or fake. I picked 3 invoices. So I checked the mechanic from the shop, the mechanic. So this is from this mechanic, this one from this mechanic. They repaired their company car. So this is the invoice. I took one junior with me. I asked the company, give me a conveyance. I need to go to check if the shop exists there. So I went to that place. It was 10 miles from there. And there has never been a shop.
Okay.
It was a hotel there. I took the picture. Then I asked the person neighbor, I recorded his interview. So was there a workshop 3 years before in this place? He said, no, there has never been a workshop. So they make that invoice with a fake that address and everything like real invoice.
Mm.
So I took the pictures, interviewed the people.
Okay.
So it's a fake invoice. Then I just circled it.
Okay.
Then I went to okay, I'm just giving you a brief, what
Yeah.
happened. There are more cases with invoices as well.
Yeah.
Then one car, they changed some parts, engine parts. Again, so I'm checking here motor expenses, okay,
Okay.
in income statement.
Okay.
So they changed something. So I said, where's the invoice? So it was written with the pen. It wasn't a printed invoice.
Okay.
That's the first trigger. Okay.
Yeah.
Why it's handwritten something and no one could read it. What it's written. Just like
Yeah.
doctors.
Correct.
Yeah, prescription, something like that. No one can read it. So I said, okay, what's that? The driver said, I've been driving the government employee driver. He said, I've been driving it. So I made them change some parts. Okay, what parts? This one. So I checked the price. It was looking 10,000.
Okay.
One part price. He billed to the government. He was paid for that. He paid from his pocket. Okay. There was no company card. So I wrote the part's name. I Googled it. It was only 2,500, the price.
Okay.
What he did, so, okay, no problem. So later we called him. So this part is only 2,500. You said did change in front of your eyes, but it's only 10,000. So what happened? He had collision with that mechanic. He was one of his cousins, the mechanic.
Okay.
So he made him write bill 10,000 instead of 2,500.
Okay.
So the external auditor will be happy if he show them invoice.
Yeah.
But forensic auditor, he wasn't happy. No, I don't trust this invoice even. I don't know. Anyone can make an invoice at home. Just use MS Office and just make any invoice.
Yep.
So that's how the work is different. The work forensic auditor works and external auditor, they work. So that's the same. That's why they hardly catch any fraud because they only need invoices, supporting invoices, supporting documents. They are happy with that.
Okay.
But I'm not happy with anyone.
Okay. Yep.
So I just went back. I just investigated the invoice, taking locations pictures, if the shop exists or not. Then checking the family tree, the driver.
Yeah.
So I asked his friends, some other guys. So this is the mechanic. Oh, he's driver's cousin. They just told me.
Okay. Okay.
So we mostly take all our company cars to repair that shop. And he was taking kickbacks. You understand, kickbacks is a term. I mean, you make any profit, so 20% will be mine if I bring for everything.
Okay.
So then they had a college as well, a medical college, because medical hospital, they have medical college as well. So then we check the expenses again, coming. So sports equipment for the students, sports.
Yeah.
So they play badminton, they buy football, everything. The rackets for badminton. So I was just checking the price. It was 6,000 for one. Then I just Googled again and checked the price from all different brands. Then I put the brand name, this price. It was only 1,500 only, but it was 6,000.
Okay.
So we went to the shop. So we knew the name, who's the sports equipment in charge. So then we just pretended to be his customer. So one that sports, he just sent us something. Yeah, he's my class fellow.
Okay.
We are very good friends as well. So we were just recording all the time without camera here, whatever. Because that's what I'm telling. You need evidence all the time.
Yeah, correct.
So we were recording his interview, whatever he said. So it means there was a collision between that sports officer and the person he was buying equipment from. They were class fellows, childhood class fellows. Yeah. So they're studying together. So they were sharing the commission, the extra money together.
Okay.
So I mean that's the difference. I mean the how a forensic accountant and how
Yeah, the differences between.
you can say a forensic auditor or the normal auditor, the way they work,
Okay,
because we need strong evidence to
evidence.
prove something has happened. There is a problem.
Okay, sir. So let me ask my second question here. This is from my student. She is really interested in joining forensic audit itself, but she's not so sure, how is the scope and all of that. So this question is, what are the scopes of forensic audit in getting a job in government field? For example, in UK, any other country that recognizes ACCA.
What I would recommend, it's based on my personal experience
Mm.
actually. So I think before going for forensic, one should work in or normal audit for a
Okay.
couple of months.
Okay.
That's the good starting point because you need to know where to find the evidence.
Mm.
So you teach auditing, I think you know better. So audit tells you where the invoices are.
Yeah.
It's a chain study. Let's say we need to find out so if the purchase is genuine or not.
Mm.
So this purchase, the factory people or any investigation will call you. So we call it vendors fraud.
Okay.
Vendors who suppliers fraud.
Yeah,
Let's say
supplier.
suppliers.
Yeah.
So suppliers mean they are supplier. So we
Mm.
are purchaser from them. We purchase
Mm.
from them.
Mhm.
So the chain is okay, raising acquisition letter,
Yeah.
purchase order,
Order.
then
Yeah.
approving, then everything, the step by step. So where the evidence is. When it's purchased, we say, is there a purchase order? Yes. The date, who sign up, all people who approved that, everything. So we need to verify, we know the steps in everything. So this is what you learn as an auditor.
Auditor.
So
Yeah.
I recommend you need to work at least 1 year, I think, minimum
Mm.
in
Mm.
audit. So even
Okay.
in the for forensic accounting jobs, even they prefer 1 year, I mean auditing background. So I think 1 year is enough as an auditor. Then there are compliance and forensic investigation.
Okay.
So you can apply there.
Okay.
And if you, as an auditor, you have chance to work with the banks.
Mm.
So a lot of jobs nowadays in compliance
Okay.
and MLR, money laundering
Yeah.
officer,
Mhm.
MLO. So
Mm.
they all hire forensic accounting background nowadays. A lot of compliance and money laundering and everything. That's the part.
Okay.
So that's how you can decrease money laundering as well. You check the records all the time.
Mm.
So where the money came from, the source. And then there are softwares as well. If different bank transfer. So if you put a transaction, there are software that will tell you the transfer. It moved from this account to that, making a chain link. It shows you like a web, like the whole
Mm.
transaction. So the origin.
The
And
origin,
that's
the source
common in
of
our
it.
Asian countries. The politicians mostly they just move funds from one account to another.
Exactly.
But that's not hard to trace. If one
Mm.
want to trace, so they just do it. Yeah,
Okay.
that's easy. But the starting point is being work as an auditor
An
anywhere,
external auditor. Okay.
or external auditor or internal auditor. That's
Okay.
fine. That's
Okay.
better, I think, even. Or work as a compliance officer
Okay.
during ACCA. Just get free internship. Work
Yeah.
free in a bank.
Oh, in a bank. Okay.
Yeah, don't go for a job. Simply tell them, I want to learn. I want to apprenticeship. You don't need to
Yeah.
pay
Yeah.
and work at
Okay.
least 2 years there, and
Mm-hmm.
they will hire you finally. Once
Mm.
you learn everything, they will hire you. So a lot of jobs in banks nowadays, especially compliance officer, money laundering officer, they're
Mm.
hiring a lot of people nowadays.
Mm.
And private as FATF, all the especially in Asian countries, a lot
Yeah.
of job.
Okay.
Like you have Singapore next to you,
Yeah. Correct.
they hire a lot of compliance officers,
Mm.
and especially forensic accounting jobs are quite many as well nowadays. Nowadays, I think it's becoming more popular nowadays. I
Okay.
mean, people are not trusting external audit much. I told you they're just happy with invoices. They don't go in deep into roots.
Yes.
So more, I think forensic accounting is quite very popular nowadays.
Is
So
it popular in just selective countries, or it's getting popular at the moment? Like, in Malaysia, I'm not so sure how popular it is, but very, very rare. I actually get to see a forensic accountant. So yeah.
Yeah, that's a new field in some countries, but if you go to India, a lot of forensic accounting firms there, a lot,
Ah, okay.
not just few. I think I have some connections with people. I see a lot of people. They are going like anti-AML, like anti-money laundering, the CAM,
Ah, okay.
certified anti-money laundering, like certifications. A lot
Okay.
of people, a lot of forensic accounting firms nowadays.
Okay.
In India, especially, a lot. I think maybe number fourth or fifth in the world, because number one in USA, of course, a
Mm.
lot of that forensic accounting job. The field started in USA, actually, UK and USA.
Okay.
So in UK, mostly they work as a private.
Okay.
There are some forensic accounting firms as well. Like my company is Rigix Forensic Accounting.
Mm.
So that's my company. So that, of course, I started last year. That's
Mm.
just my starting point. So once I get more projects, of course, you need to hire someone.
Mm.
Now we are having another office now, that's in Pakistan nowadays,
Okay.
in Karachi.
Mm.
So we have a partner there, and
Mm.
one guy has approached from India as well,
Okay.
but he's there nowadays in Rwanda. So he's working there. So we are making that joint venture. I mean, of course, on
Mm.
project basis with them.
Mm.
And I had one. I attended one seminar. I represented UK, Indonesia, Roang seminar, I think.
Oh.
So
Okay.
I was there
Okay.
3 months back. So I presented. So we are dealing with them as well, teaching forensic accounting as a subject. So I'm working on a book as well, 2 books at the
Okay.
moment.
Okay.
So just but still, as I told you, so I want to bring everything to one place
One
in
place.
in in, in one course actually.
Okay.
So
Okay.
not just what something is, but how to do it. So
Yeah.
I mean, you can read as many books on internet. Yeah, forensic accounting. Yeah, this is. Just copy paste everything. Just like you feel
Mm.
bored.
Very
Everything is
theoretical.
same.
Yeah.
But no one tells you how to do it actually. The real sample and how to do that.
Yeah.
So I'm in the way to prepare a course as well for that now
Please
at
do,
the
sir.
moment.
Please do. Because
I'm doing,
yeah,
yeah,
many
yeah.
there are quite a number of students who are actually asking me, but I can't find a course that actually gives the practical aspects of it. Maybe
Yeah.
I'm not aware of it. I'm not sure. I might be wrong, but as far as I've researched and few of my student research, it's a kind of like again theoretical and all of that. So we are finding for a course that really can guide them and yeah, become a good forensic auditor
Yeah,
in the
I'm
future.
designing one full course. So I was planning to launch with the cooperation of unis actually. Of course, Malaysia is in our like list as well,
Okay,
because
sir.
we know we all know about Malaysia actually. I'm from South Korea, so we are from the same place.
Yeah,
Basically, Asian background, so we
yeah.
all are same actually.
Okay.
So
Do
yeah,
let
of
us
course
know,
we
sir,
are.
once you're launched.
We will,
Yeah.
we will, yeah.
Sure.
So we will share the contact. So we will be sharing.
Okay,
So
sir.
when we prepare the material, so we're gonna consult you. What more we can add, so we can just maybe cooperate. No,
Sure, sure.
the local needs and how we can just
Yeah,
modify something.
correct.
So we will do a proper course preparation definitely.
Okay, sir. Let
So
me.
yeah, I'm dealing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Please.
Okay, so this leads to my next question here. This is also again a very, very dedicated student who asks, what can an aspiring forensic auditor do practically at their college itself? Which means, like, this particular student who is taking audit and assurance with me, it's a fundamental paper. Yeah, audit and assurance. But in that
Yeah.
paper, we don't actually learn about forensic audit. But in advanced paper, yes. But she already got very interested into audit and assurance. So she said, Madam, can I know more about forensic auditing? What can I do at the moment to get the practical experience? So what will be your suggestions apart from going to
She should work in audit department, internal audit, if possible,
okay.
because external auditor and internal auditor, just the scope is different.
Yeah.
The work is same. I don't know why people just they drag a very big line actually between the two, but they are same. One is the just the a statutory requirement, one is not.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the work is same.
Okay.
I don't know why they differentiate a lot. I don't understand that.
Mm.
But in my eyes, it's just the same thing. You go to a company, you do audit, so you're doing the same thing.
Mm.
Just the reporting is different.
Yeah.
You are
Reporting.
reporting to shareholders. Here you are reporting to the management. Just the instead of management, change the word shareholders.
Mm.
That's it. That's external audit. Still, you're auditing everything. It's not just the scope is the wording is different, but I
Mm.
think they do the same thing. So I think if she wanna do that, she should go for internal audit job in any factory or any company that has internal audit department. Just offer them apprenticeship. That's
Mm.
the best way in UK. In UK, 90% people they start as free. Okay, I wanna work with you. You don't need to pay me. But after
Mm.
4 months, they become permanent employee. That's the only best way to enter anywhere. And in UK, they take big four even or big five firms, big 10 firms.
Mm.
They take students from school actually. Once they finish
Amazing.
school, yeah, once they finish school, they hire them as trainees,
Okay.
and then they finish their ACCA or
Mm.
their ICAW with them,
Mm.
spend 4 years. They
Mm-hmm.
learn everything in 4 years, they pass their certification, and then they become assistant manager here in the same company. Most of them they get job finance officer in other companies, but a few people who like that, lazy, who don't want to go anywhere, they just stay on just with the firms. They
Mm.
and some people, only 1%, they have the courage to start their own. So they start their own company. But starting own company in UK, of course, it is very good. It gives you 500 times more money, of course. Like say you earning 3,000 in
Okay.
Big Four, they
Okay.
give you maximum £3,000 per month,
Mm.
and that's just your 2 days earning as if you have your own private firm.
Mm.
So I mean, you earn 30 up to 20 to 30,000 per month if you have your own practice. Yeah, it's of course gonna take you 1 year or 1.5 year to
Okay.
run your practice,
Okay.
but you earn 10 times more.
Mm.
Same I see in India, especially. I mean, a lot of change now. A lot of CAs, instead
Mm-hmm.
of finding job, they find their own tax clients.
Yeah.
Let's say there are 10 companies. Your student, she learns how to do internal audit.
Mm.
She works there 1 year free, and she finish her some ACCA papers as well.
Mm-hmm.
Now she learns how to do. She's working under someone,
Yeah.
another internal auditor. She's
Okay.
learning everything, everything,
In a
everything.
practical, yeah, in a
Yeah,
practical way.
practically, she can be internal auditor in any bank when the job comes. She will get experience on her CV.
Mm.
Then she can offer internal audit services to 5 or 6 companies. That thanks just giving them 1 week in a month, 4 companies, 1 week, 1 week, just checking all the records, and
Mm.
just she can just get paid as a self-employed as well. It
Oh,
depends,
okay.
how you deal with management. If you have the courage, okay, you don't need to hire full internal auditor, don't need to pay full salary.
Mm.
Just pay me this month, 1/4 of that. So I'm
Mm.
gonna do everything for you. So skill they hire like that. But thing is
Oh.
again experience.
Yeah, sir.
I mean, it's
Experience.
certification. I think like let's say in UK, if you ask
Mm.
my experience, you
Mm.
don't have to be fully certified to get a
Okay.
job.
Okay.
You need experience actually.
Mm.
They ask you, so you work? Yeah, I've done it. So they expect actually a complete work, like from beginning to reporting. But in Asian countries, it's a bit different.
Yeah, it's
You
very
do field
different, sir.
work, you
Mm.
do field work, and the managers they prepare the report. But here you are responsible from start to end,
From start to
everything.
end.
Yeah, and in 1 or 2 years, you have to be ready for that role because you become
Ah,
manager in 3 years here in these countries. Once
okay.
you learn everything, they promote you to assistant
Amazing.
manager and manager. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. It's not that you have to wait 8 years to be a manager like that. No, no.
Okay, okay. I mean,
Like
that's
same, I know from my country. Yeah, from Korea. It's same. You have to wait until the next person dies or he
Yeah,
has
yeah.
accident. So then you will become a manager. Yeah. If he
That's,
doesn't
I
die, the
mean,
old man, old man doesn't die, so you can't be a manager. Or he retires or he dies, then you will be a manager. Yeah.
that's the one thing that I'm actually working very closely, sir, on getting the younger generation to lead things faster. So that's why I wanted them to do something at a school time itself. I mean, I wasn't aware that in UK they actually get students from school and then get them into this certification, get
Yeah,
them
give
into
all the
different.
training, everything.
Yeah,
You know, the
everything.
first step is data entry. You enter all
Yeah,
the
the
data,
bookkeeping.
everything.
Yeah,
Anyone can do that.
yeah,
Just enter everything and add up. Just
yeah.
press add up all the expenses. So it will
Mm,
add up finally to this next sheet, become your income statement, your balance
mm,
sheet.
mm.
Just get entry. Why you need MBA and 5 types of MBAs
Yeah,
to
makes
become
sense.
something like that? Waste of time. Yeah.
Yeah, I totally understand with that. So that's when I started, coming up with this interview session. I really get input from around the world, and that's when I realized there is something that I need to do in my country as well. So yeah, thank you so much for that answer. Last few questions. Let me pick a good one. Um,
You can pick any. We can go a bit faster. Yeah.
yeah, sure, sir. Can.
No problem.
Okay, so this question, what type of course should the students take if they want to become a forensic auditor in the near future, maybe less than 1 year and all of that. But they are currently doing ECCA. Is there anything else they need to take as something that will help them in their practical work, or is it enough with just ACCA qualification?
Yeah, I think ACCA is more than enough
Mm,
because you study advanced accounting and all
mm,
the accounting standards.
mm.
Let's say if it's about a compliance role, okay.
Okay.
So you need to know all the accounting standards. Then you need to know your audit standards as well if you're internal auditors or external auditor. So if
Mm,
you know all the accounting standards, you know when to recognize revenue. Okay. Uh, so I was in assignment 3 months back. So in government uni in UK
mhm.
in London. So I was invited there for 5 weeks investigation. So
Okay.
they were recording, their expenses. We have deferred income and deferred expenses.
Mm, mm. Yeah.
So we recognize them in their period, but they were just recognizing same all the 1 years in just first month, just like that, not splitting into different months. They're bookkeepers. They
Mm,
are that's the difference. Okay, they are high schoolers,
mhm.
so they got the job. Now they are not familiar with
With the
how
accounting standard. Yeah.
they should be recognized in the
Mm,
books.
mm.
When the external audit comes from government side, so they fail audit mostly because uh, you know misstatement of expenses and everything. So here comes, in ACCA, you study almost, you need everything.
Mm,
I wanted to be a consultant actually. So I was studying performance management and
mm,
management accounting. Okay.
mm.
So I know why I need to study that. I'm now going to work in a factory. I need this cost analysis and this and this and, variable cost and fixed cost. Why it's boring? Why I need to know that?
Mm.
But 99% in forensic accounting, we use cost accounting.
Ah, okay, makes sense.
So now I came to know that why it,
Ah,
it was
you
so
took.
important.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. And I had to study again everything from scratch. I have still have my HCCA books, I just buy the books, download sometimes. So I have
Yeah.
to go through that.
Mm,
So 90% I'm dealing with cost accounting, 90%. Because when you quantify a loss in insurance,
mm.
so you need to know which cost they were fixed, which one they were variable.
Ah, okay.
So fixed cost you can't put there. You need only variable cost. But there's so many variables, semi-variable. Semi-variable you have to split again and just take
Mm.
the variable part only in semi even and leaving the half. Because if you don't quantify it properly, the other person they hired people have fight with each other, companies. So when let's say you open a company, I open a company. So I make wrong advertisement something, and you suffer a loss. You lost some customers. So you sue me in UK in the court because of your. I have suffered this 50,000 loss.
Okay.
Now I need to know what kind of loss you suffered, what happened, what costs are fixed, the rent you have to pay, whatever. So only variable cost and the project cost you suffered. So it's a good question on your part. So I think if you want to be in forensic accounting, you need to pay very good attention on management accounting as well.
Amazing, sir. Thank.
I mean, especially F2, F5, we never realized.
I didn't realize. I mean, I took advanced audit and assurance and advanced performance management without me realizing actually it is more towards whatever you said. I didn't take tax because I was more into
we don't need advanced performance management. I studied that even. I studied advanced performance management and audit and insurance.
Yeah,
these two of them. I never liked finance, advanced finance or something like that. So I just studied APM and like advanced assurance, whatever.
Same.
So you need to know F2 and F5. So management accounting and performance management, you need to have very
good understanding. Okay.
Yeah, the cost analysis, you need to know all that actually if you want to be a good forensic accountant and you want to work with insurance companies. Insurance companies, they hire forensic accountant a lot. Okay. Almost here, every insurance company, they hire forensic accountant. So we work privately with them. We have contract. Whenever a case comes, they hire you. Okay, please quantify the loss. So we check this cost, we add them all, and how much is the total loss.
Okay.
Then there are around 5-6 types of forensic accounting again. What kind of loss you deal? You deal insurance loss, business damages. You deal with intellectual property, like goodwill loss. What you're dealing with? There are different types as well inside. Only fraud investigation, then divorce litigation. When people divorce here, so the assets half become half. Okay. Half to wife, whole property half to husband. Then they need forensic accounting again because they hide their business, husband. They plan 1 year advance when they want to divorce, so they start hiding their income actually. They show less income, so they have to give less money to the wife when they have divorce. They plan in advance actually. So you need last 3, 4, 5 years records then to find out where they're hiding money, and you quantify, you give to the court. So this is the real picture. He was hiding the money. So then the wife side, they pay you for your services. I think it's up to 50 to 70 pounds per hour almost. Yeah, they charge huge actually, even 100, even 200 pounds even per hour. It's hourly basis. So it's a huge demand. 2-3 times I've been called from USA, even once from Canada in divorce litigation. So can you please help us? So my husband is hiding assets. So can you help? I told them,
I never thought about this. I never thought about divorce litigation.
Divorce litigation is a big issue in USA, Canada, Australia, then in UK as well. So as a girl or as a whatever, you can be a divorce litigation specialist, forensic auditor. So just investigating divorce couples assets only. So you can be that even, and that's a sub-specialty, inside forensic accounting. In UK, mostly
When you start working, you will know which element or which scope you are really passionate about. Then you focus on that and become one of the specialists in that particular department.
Yeah, some people, they just they know how to do that with experience, 4 or 5 years experience. They know what to do that. Then we do income reconstruction. Actually, some people hide that, especially in divorce cases, they hide the income. So they give, okay, this is our income 5,000, but actually it's 20,000. Okay. They're hiding. So you reconstruct their statements again. They were hiding inventory. They were hiding cash. They were hiding other assets, something like 5 company cars, but they said, yeah, we have only 2 company cars, just hiding them. Otherwise, they have to give half to the wife. Okay. So there are subspecialties. But they're in these countries, but it's becoming, again, I say it's becoming very popular in Asia as well now. Even one firm has gone to Middle East even nowadays. I think they were
Okay.
hiring in 6 months before a forensic accounting firm. We are even trying to establish office in that we have 3 or 4 targets at the moment. Just hitting Middle East,
Mm.
starting in Bahrain or Qatar. We are doing one project already with a big company nowadays. We are going due diligence, due
Mm.
diligence.
Yeah.
So forensic accountants, they do due diligence as well.
Okay.
And they are very, very good with due diligence instead of these CA guys, because they are like
Oh.
auditors. They
Mhm.
don't investigate fully. They just see the invoices. But we just, company valuation. You
Yeah.
want to buy a company, they want to sell. They say, yeah, our company is worth 5 million. Okay, let's go for the investigation, check all the assets,
Mm.
expenses, or something like that.
Mm.
Maybe they are hiding a lot of liabilities.
Ah.
They are
Okay.
showing more assets, something like that. So you work as a due diligence expert as well. Forensic accounting gives you tool for that. I
Mm.
mean, these are the areas you can work very, very good. I mean, better than many other people if you have that how to do something.
Mm.
But still, you won't find all this in one book. I think a lot of work need to be done in this. The field is, still empty. Not much done actually.
So we
I
are
just that's
waiting,
why
sir. We are waiting for your
yeah, yeah.
book. We are waiting for your
Yeah,
copy.
after that Rowan seminar, so I realized, yeah, there is a big gap.
Gap. Mm.
Universities are not teaching this subject as a
Nope.
subject in their in their MBA courses, in their BBA courses. They're not teaching that even. So
Mhm.
there's only one certification, CFE, that's purely about just the types of fraud and what it happens.
Mm.
Certified fraud examiner, something like
Mm.
that. But that doesn't prepare you fully
Mm.
how the things should be. I mean, as they should be. Because I know the course, I've done that even CFE, but it was just a big helpful, meaning 20%, let's say. You know the kinds of fraud and how it happens. But there's much more, I think, that
Yeah,
we can
much
do
more
that.
than that. Thank you
So
so
we
much,
need to
sir.
prepare a course
Yeah.
actually, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. But please do and let us know. Launch as much countries as you can. So then we will be really, really. It will be really helpful to many, many students out there.
Yeah, we are trying, yeah, to hit the unis actually for that,
Yeah.
launching that course in unis, partnership with the uni,
Okay.
my firm and the uni partnership. So
Okay.
yeah, I can visit unis, that's not a big deal. We can visit and see with them how it goes with them, and
Mm.
a 3 months or 5 months course
Mm, mm,
only
mm.
for accounts graduates or the auditors only.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.